Hey everybody, and welcome to our last day of school. Woohoo! We have a lot to celebrate and a lot to be excited about. I just want to say that I am so proud of each and every one of you. We are going to start by adding a few things that we have learned this year from math, reading, ELA, science, and social studies. So we've got our board here and it says, what have we learned? And it says 2019 to 2020 because that is our school year. So I know that we have learned a lot of things in math. I'm just pointing out one thing. Please feel free to do this on your own piece of paper or on your own poster if you would like. So we have in math, we learned how to add and subtract one-digit numbers. Now we are moving on to reading an ELA, and it says, for reading an ELA, we have learned all letters of the alphabet and how to write them, and we've also learned about nouns and verbs. And now we've added science, and we have learned about plants and animals. So we learned about those basic needs of plants, we've learned about animal characteristics, and we've learned about animal homes. And we added social studies, and we learned about wants and needs, and we also talked about holidays celebrated in America, such as Labor Day, Thanksgiving, Veterans Day, Memorial Day, Independence Day. These are all different examples of holidays that we have learned about. Feel free to add some more and send pictures of those to me via Remind or through my email. This is our assignment for math. It's week 8, day 4 math. It says greater and less. Look at the tens digits in both numbers first and compare if the tens digits are the same. Look at the ones digits. So it's like those strategies I was teaching you to look at your tens place and look at your tens place in the other number as well, and then move to looking at the ones place. So as you can see in this one, the tens place is less because that is a 3 and that is a 4, so 43 is greater than 34. Let's do number 1 together. It says circle the number that is greater. So in this box right here, you're circling all the numbers that are greater. So for number 1, we're going to look at our tens place, which has a 6, and then the tens place here also has a 6. So now we're going to have to look at the ones place. This one has a 5, and this one has an 8. So which one is greater, 65 or 68? If you said 68, that is correct. So we are circling 68. In the ones place, the 8 is bigger than the 5. On the bottom box down here, you are going to circle the numbers that are less, okay? So we're going to do number 10 together. It says 77 and 79. We're going to look at that tens place first, which is a 7. Let's look at this tens place, which is also a 7. All right, now we're going to look at the ones place. That is a 7, and then this one is a 9. So that means that 77 is less than 79, so we're going to circle 77. Go ahead and complete the rest of those. This is your last assignment for the school year in math. All right, so this is week 8, day 3 and 4 reading ELA. That's the label at the top. It's action words. Write the word that shows what someone or something does. We've done number 1, and you should have done 1 through 4 yesterday. And today you're going to do 5 through 8. And then that is your last worksheet assignment for reading. In your Pete the Cat letters, you can say your favorite part of the school year and add that in there. And today is the last day to turn in your Pete the Cat letters to me via Remind or email. Today is also your last day to turn in your animal environment. Please send your picture via Remind or email to me. All right, so for our last activity, we are going to make a kazoo. A kazoo is a musical instrument that you can play by humming into it, and usually people will use it at celebrations. So the very first thing I want you to do is grab a toilet paper roll. Next, I want you to decorate your toilet paper roll. So I've got different ways you can do that. I drew hearts all over this one. This is going to be the one that I make the kazoo with, and it says Summer 2020 because I'm celebrating going into Summer 2020. And then in this one, I just colored all over it. So that's another way you can do it, and I have stripes. And then in this one, I glued shapes on it. So I've got a triangle, square, circle, and a rectangle. So you can decorate your kazoo however you would like. Next, you're going to get a piece of wax paper. It doesn't have to be huge, okay? Enough to cover that toilet paper roll and be able to wrap around it. And then you're going to fasten your rubber band or hair tie. I'm using a hair tie today around this. So let me show you what that looks like here in a minute. Now I have my hair tie around my wax paper and around my kazoo, like so. Now we are going to take something sharp and poke holes in this part of the wax paper. Make sure you get an adult to help you with this part. So I took my scissors and I poked a few holes in there. Now I'm going to put my mouth into the other end right here, and then I'm going to hum into it, okay? And there we made our kazoos to celebrate our last day of school. I want to take a moment and say that I am so proud of each and every one of you, and that I hope you have a wonderful and safe summer. I'm going to miss you guys so much, but I am looking forward to seeing you next school year.